Go back. Yeah, go back.
There it is.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Jalen Brunson out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Anunoby in at the 3. On for the Heat. A great one out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Derrick Rose. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small. Forward. And as the season draws to a close, GA, we've got teams vying for playoff position, only adding to the importance of each game now.
And for those teams, you have to have the right mentality. You can't treat these like normal regular season games. These are an extension of the playoffs.
Now here's Brunson. And it's off from three-point range. Here's the great one. For the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Rose against Brunson. And he lays it straight in.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for Miami. Three-pointer, Butler. Randall grabs the board. About a minute played so far here in the first. DiVincenzo. Wade with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wade. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
For the baddest dance team in the NBA, your Miami Heat dancers.
And so it's New York with it. Randall kicks to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. Back to Randall. Puts it up from 15. Rebound by Butler.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot.
Antetokounmpo passes to Butler. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
When Jimmy takes a 3, you know he's feeling it. He's usually pretty picky from out there.
DiVincenzo against Wade. It's stolen by Wade. Butler finds Wade. Back to Butler. And here is Antetokounmpo. Takes the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
You like to see Giannis but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Here's Brunson. Rose with the block. Tries again.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And here's Brunson. And the points coming for him in big bunches. His average stands at just about 29.5 points a game. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Outside Rose. Fires it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Giannis has got 5.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the rejection by Giannis. Outside Rose. Out to Wade. The great one passes to Antetokounmpo. He gets that one. Giannis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
They are making a statement so far on the defensive end, sending shots away in incredible fashion, loving the hustle.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Wade from outside, and the Heat, another 3.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Here's Brunson to end the cold streak. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
He has gone ice cold this quarter, obviously not helping their cause.
Three-pointer, Butler sinks the three-pointer. Butler's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Heat.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Brunson with it, now guarded by Antetokounmpo.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Butler finds Giannis. The 3-ball. The great one with the bucket. The great one's got 8.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Rose against Brunson. Fires the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Randall against Giannis. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Brunson against Rose to halt the run. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Shot on the wing. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. 8 points for him.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Rose. By himself. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
And the defensive IQ of Rose is impressive. Knows when to strike and pounce on steals.
And the Knicks with possession here. Last time they met in New York.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Wade surveying the D, and the Heat, another three.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Rose against Brunson, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see Giannis get aggressive on defense, using that reach to track down the block.
So for the Knicks, Hartenstein's checked in for Robinson, and Hart subbed in for Randall. Miami on defense. Here's Brunson trying to get something going, and that one is good from Hartenstein.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Wade. 6 points for him. Count it. Wade's got 8.
And just pulling up on a dime. The moment Wade likes the angle, he is not afraid to let it fly.
Brunson against Rose. Passes it to Hartenstein. Back to Brunson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Some solid defense from Rose.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
Brunson against Rose. Brunson, the bounce pass. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot's good on the assist by Brunson.
You know, great feed there by Jalen Brunson, a terrific facilitator.
Pass to the great one. Launches it. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Brunson against Rose. It's stolen by Rose. 3-pointer. And again, Miami with the triple.
And those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Here's Brunson. Rose with the block.
What defensive awareness from Derrick Rose. Had the shot well anticipated.
3-pointer. Wade knocks down the 3-ball. 11 points in the game.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
DiVincenzo passes to Hartenstein. Back to DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot over Wade. Offensive rebound.
Great focus on the defensive end there to contest that shot.
And this is where you would prefer to work the ball to someone else for just a better look.
Crushing it right now. They've got an excellent job of spacing the floor.
If you love analytics, this is what this is all about. They favor the 3-ball. You can pile up points in a hurry.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. It did not happen.
They never really got into a rhythm despite trying a few different things. Sometimes it's just not your night. And is it any wonder they're ahead in this game? His perfect night from the field has been the catalyst.
And so here is New York. Pass to Hartenstein. They need this. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Knicks ball as New York keeps possession of it.
Checking in for the Knicks, Alec Burks. Miles McBride.
Giannis against Anunoby. Clock at 6. Now Burks. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Heat ball.
And checking out some numbers for him. Outside, Antetokounmpo. There's the triple. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Wade from outside, and again, Miami with the triple.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's the great one. 15 points in the game, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
So it's the Knicks now. The Heat getting the bucket. McBride's shot is off.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
And here's Rose outside. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Poke loose. Burks the pass to Hartenstein. Back to Burks. Buries it down low.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
And here are the Heat. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
You know what it is? That's good advanced scouting. They knew what they were in for, and they were ready.
And here is Hart. After Jimmy Butler made that last three-pointer. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 6 on the shot clock. It'll count. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
72.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's Miami, able to put on a show for the ages. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. glad to have... With us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And it's Miami's ball. So with Butler sitting on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got the great one. Michael Jordan is up there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Bryant.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
McBride's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
From deep. And again, Miami with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Randall, still without a basket. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. Here's a look at some of the players that have exploded in the second half of the season. These are the scoring leaders since the All-Star break. Well, you look at the great one, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, the great one, just trailing him. Another guy that's having a great scoring season.
And check that out. These two guys have settled into a tremendous rhythm here, scoring the basketball since the break.
Oh, and here comes Kobe all alone. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Well, once upon a time, Kevin Durant said he was tired of being second. Now, some thought he was chasing clout, but he clarified it, saying, I just lost in the finals. It wasn't about I want to be the best ever. I don't care about that. I want to wake up every day and do what I do. If we win, I know that comes with me being the best that I can be. Kevin?
David, I love the fact he is focused on the process. And thank you for giving us that report. Here's McBride after the Heat pick up 2. And stolen by Jordan. Fast break, here they come. Lets it go from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Here's McBride. That one's off, still out of sync.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
And when Burks is out there,
love it, love it. This speaks to Westbrook's high level of awareness. Understands when one of his guys is wide open.
Here's McBride. No scoring in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Puts it up from 7.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
It's such an advantage when you can get out and run and get a good look before the defense can set up.
So it's the Knicks now. The Heat getting the bucket. Bryant looking it over. The three, and the Heat another three.
You see the number of moves Kobe has, more than capable of creating for himself with that handle.
Here's Randall. It's hauled in by the Heat. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kobe kicks to Westbrook. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Personal foul.
And Steve, when a team wins or loses a few in a row, how much does that carry on to the next game?
You know, Kevin, it carries on. It's dependent if you're executing and playing well. Sometimes you can just lose and you feel good because you're playing the right way. But if you're losing and not playing the right way, it can carry on. Same thing for the wins.
Free throw no good for Westbrook.
You know, intensity is what makes Russell Westbrook so special. He's relentless, and it's difficult for even great players to keep up with him.
Here's the great one.
Oh, here he comes. That was amazing, and look at the elevation.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Outside for Randall. Here's Robinson. And Brunson has it in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. The teardrop falls in. Brunson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And with a merciful bucket, he snaps a terrific run by the Heat.
Hey, Kobe, here we go.
Lightning quick off the bounce. Bryant, one of the better athletes to ever play this game.
Brunson with it. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Oklahoma City.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix. Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
And the pass to Jordan. Here's the great one. And the Heat, another 3.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Got a piece of it. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. And Jordan slams it home.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
Here's Brunson. He's got 6. Passes to DiVincenzo. 4 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Randall no good.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Yeah, reading the defense, knowing exactly what's needed at each moment. That's one of Jordan's unsung talents.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the 2nd quarter. Here's Randall, and the Knicks miss again.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Here's Kobe, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
The motor of Bryant never stops, even inside where he goes right at the D.
The Heat have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Kobe. Rose, he's checked in for Miami. And Kobe drops them both. Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. They host the Kings after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And he makes that one.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
And it's Rose.
Incredible. D-Rose steal with great lift. Breaks out a dunk he's probably been working on for a while.
New York shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Rose. From outside the arc, buries it from three-point range. Rose has got 19 points.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Driving the lane, and Jordan sends it back.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. The Great One's gotten everything to fall, shooting 6 for 6 tonight. To the paint, stuffed. And oh, here we go, Rose, nobody back. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Rose has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Miami. Now here's Brunson. 8 points for him. Robinson kicks to Brunson. Brunson covering. Wasted no time on that one. He has 5.
Tremendous vision D-Rose has. Always finding ways to make an impact.
New York's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. DiVincenzo against Jordan. Robinson passes to Brunson. And that time, also a missed shot.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
Shot's good by Kobe.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
And here's Brunson following the three-pointer by Kobe Bryant. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Bryant. Lays it up off the glass. Brunson's got 10 points. Rose kicks to Kobe. Here's the three. And the Heat, another three.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brunson, and it's denied. Bryant finds Jordan, fires the three, gets the three-pointer to fall. Jordan's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
It's graceful. There's a level of dignity that Jordan has on the floor, just so classy about everything he does.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall. To the inside.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. Physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 10. Looking to end the run. Banked in off the glass.
Jalen Brunson.
He's got 12.
Taking things into his own hands this quarter, trying to keep his team afloat.
Shot from the wing. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Tries from 10. Rebound by Rose. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
A nice shot by Jordan.
I will say this about his shooting stroke. It's pure when he's got it going. Perfect so far this quarter.
1:57 left to play here in the half. On the wing, DiVincenzo. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Takes a 3. He just cannot miss. 8 up, 8 in. Flawless.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
And there's Brunson. That's good. On the assist by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 14.
And you can just see the extraordinary competitiveness. MJ staying laser focused after absorbing the contact.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. It's tipped. Dishes it to Bryant. Here's the great one. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And what makes Kobe next level? The instinct for the game. An ability to just see it before it happens.
The Knicks shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Brunson up top. He's covered by Rose. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Here's a quick check of the rookie leaderboard with the free throw percentage leaders since the All-Star break. Well, you look at the great one, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic. And of course, the great one doing just as much. Another player that shoots extremely well from the free throw line.
No question, it's been a terrific second half for both of them at the line. I mean, not showing any nerves when it comes time to put up a couple points.
He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Pass to Robinson. It's DiVincenzo, top of the key. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by the Heat.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Miami Heat. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We've got to make sure we're trying to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. An outstanding first quarter for Derrick Rose. He tallied 6 three-point shots and made the opposing D have to constantly keep track of him on the perimeter. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
Watching that half, they did a great job in transition. It's so hard to score in the half court when you let your defense set up. So anytime you get a chance, you go. You go. Kind of reminds me of me in the day. That's why they call me the Jet. Jack. Get down the court fast as you can. Come on, man.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on New York.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside with Kevin Harlan.
And after a very long lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And New York, looking at who they've got, Randall will step in at the 4 with Robinson as the center. Jalen Brunson out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. Here's DiVincenzo. They get a hand on it. Here's the great one, guarded by Robinson. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. For Miami, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Brunson's got 16 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's DiVincenzo. After the made shot from Dwayne Wade. Poked away. Antetokounmpo passes to Wade. There's the 3. It's good from long range. Wade's got 19 points.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half offensively. 4 straight and counting.
Here's Brunson. And it's the great one with the rebound.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look. But this is why we play the game.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Heat on offense. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Butler. Robinson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Knicks making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. That's a 2 from Butler. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Jimmy Butler.
That shot was contested, but we forget Jimmy Butler is around 6'8". Shot over him.
For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Knocked away. It's stolen by Wade. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Alec Burks checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. The Heat have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says Coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks. For Miami, they've gotten nearly everything to drop this quarter. They're 7 of 8 from the floor since halftime. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Brunson. He's got 16. There's the pass to Anunoby. Back to Brunson. Rose with the block. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's the great one. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 3 assists tonight. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's blocked. Here's the great one. 27 points for him. And the Heat, another 3.
Down the stretch. This is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Brunson kicks to Randall. Passes it to Anunoby. 6 to shoot. Back to Randall to stop the run. And the Knicks miss again. Miami's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
It's been tremendous job of play calling and execution. They just continue to increase this lead.
And for Jimmy Butler, he's the type of player we know, Steve, that fills in the gaps wherever his team needs it.
Kevin, he's often the top scorer, defender, and playmaker for his team. His desire to win is unmatched. Jimmy Butler might be the most overlooked superstar in this league.
Now here's Butler. OG Anunoby unable to get his last shot to go. Sinks the triple. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime. Yes. The former league MVP showing he can still do a little of everything for you.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Brunson with a clean look, and he's back in business as a jumper finally drops for him. And it's Rose with the ball for Miami. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Slicing and dicing Derrick Rose, picking the defense apart with the pass.
For New York, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And here's Brunson outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. The great ones got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wade. And another basket for Miami.
And this is why they continue to feed Wade, because when he flips that switch, there's just no stopping him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Hartenstein. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And Wade sends it back.
Almost a block a game for his career. Wade has never been shy. Challenging shots.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Brunson with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Brunson, good.
And he's been their top scorer today, but it hasn't come easy. He has not shot the ball well. They'll have to be more efficient here if they're going to win.
Butler from outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
So many ways Jimmy Butler can score, and they all are showing up tonight.
New York shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Here's Anunoby, and it's the Great One with the rebound. The Great One's got his 6th rebound on the night. Giannis dishes to Rose. Launches a 3, hits it from three-point range. Rose has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes Derrick Rose is usually hit or miss, but when he's on, look out.
Here's Brunson, and he banks in the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
On offense, here are the Heat. Here's the Great One, and the shot goes in. The Great One's got 36.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
New York shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Pass to Hartenstein. Miami grabs the miss. The Great One's got 7 rebounds in the game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Wade. Here's the Great One. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. Knicks on offense. Burks looking around. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And we've seen Butler develop his passing game over the years.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
New York calls timeout. Without question, the Great One displaying his skills today.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
Here's McBride, still scoreless. And there's the drive, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And here's Rose. Pass to the Great One. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible. Like you said, New York has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Burks. Excellent D from Wade. Burks has gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. Rose passes to Wade. Driving inside. And it's Wade with the jam.
You know what? I get the sense he could have played football at a high level. Wade has the moves and the power.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Hart. It's tipped. Outside Rose from past the arc. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got his 4th assist in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Can they get it? Here he goes. And McBride gets it to go. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's the Great One. And he has 42. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Here's McBride. He's covered by Rose. The pass to Anunoby. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And an incredible display of awareness there. Giannis, a great read on the defensive end and understands this team wants to run.
The Knicks shooting 37% so far in the third quarter, and they're not satisfied with this lack of offensive execution. Here's McBride. Rose with the block. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. For the finish. Oh! And he jams it with authority.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now, Burks. And it's Wade with the rebound. Wade's got his fourth rebound in this one. And Butler gets it to go on the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Good defense right there. But Jimmy Butler, very resourceful. Found a way.
There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Knocked loose. Stolen by Rose. From deep. And the Heat, another three.
In the first half, he got wild and loose from beyond the arc. Now he's hit 3 more since. Remarkable.
Burks, the pass to Hartenstein. Will it go? And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Miami Heat with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action in just a minute. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm. Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we Reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Knicks shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. They've got T. Jordan is out there with Bryant. Then there's the great one. Here's Milton, and it's blocked by Jordan. Here's T, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Passes it to Bogdanovich. So, Smitty, here we are. Between your TV, your smartphone, your tablet, you can watch any NBA game anytime you want to.
Kevin, it's awesome. The ability to watch multiple games at once is really great for fans. And, hey, we're all fans first and foremost.
And so here is New York. Pass to Sims. And it's the great one with the rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
And Kobe gets it to go.
You gotta be right up on Kobe because he
is ready to pull it at any moment.
Kobe's got that look tonight, hitting 5 of 5 from 3. Some amazing outside shooting. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Sims kicks to Milton. And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. The Heat making a switch here. Ware's checked in. Clock at 2. Achua, the pass to Milton. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bryant with it. Pass to T. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Here's Ware. And the Heat, another three.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
T, the pass to Ware. Jordan against Milton. And Jordan slams it home.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
For New York, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Here's McBride. That's tipped. Oh, and here we go with Kobe with nobody back. Oh, and the jam by Kobe Bryant.
And how fun is it watching Kobe take flight? His throwdowns are downright ridiculous.
Now, here's Milton. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And again, Miami running the court in transition. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
He kicks to Bogdanovich. Here's McBride. The pass to Achua. Trying to end the drought. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. He'd have gone 7 of 7 from the field to start the final quarter. What an amazing start. Shoots the 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
Pass to McBride. Shot clock at 6. New York, no good that time either.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Here's McBride. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Poked away and stolen by Jordan. And here's Bryant outside. And the Heat, another 3.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
Here's McBride. Miami grabs the miss.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Pass to Ware. Jacks up a 3. Cans it from downtown.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
Here's T, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Precious Achua.
First team foul. Now at the line, number 43.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And New York making a change here. And he's good on the second. Here's McBride. To end the run. Oh, that's blocked. In transition, here comes Miami. Here's Ware, and he comes up with the deuce. Ware's got 10 points in just the second half.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And it's T with the rebound. And it's the Heat with the ball. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And here's Jordan outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
And just beautiful form on MJ's jumper. A part of the game he polishes more and more every year.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Here's the great one. And he drives. Oh,
yes. Goodness. They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Knocks it loose. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. And Jordan slams it home.
Good job there. Jordan getting them in transition, and he does so much. You almost forget how dominant he can be defensively.
And Randall has got the ball here for the Knicks. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. And it's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's the great one. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Randall outside. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Off target from outside. Here's Ware. He's defended by Randall, and that one good. That's 12 points for B.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Kobe, that's good.
The pure athleticism of Bryant, breaking away and not letting anyone get in his path.
Randall surveying the D. And it's good for two.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
And it's Miami's ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And here is DiVincenzo. Pass to McBride. One-on-one fast break. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Yeah, it's like he just keeps going up and up. Limitless vertical for MJ.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Here's Ware. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
It's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time.
A lot of points off their turnovers this quarter. Way too many.
Hartenstein, he's checked in for New York. Alec Burks comes in for Bogdanovich. Here's the great one. He gets it in there. The great one's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
The Knicks shooting only 21% from the field so far. Here's McBride, defended by Bryant. To the middle, here's Burks. Got a hand on it. T, the pass to the great one.
Oh!
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Over to the wing. Here's McBride. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Coming out of halftime, he wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Inside, shot to stop the run, and McBride gets it to go.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
Here's the great one, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. The great one's got 12 points in just the second half. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lays it up and banks it in. The great one's got 35.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's McBride. Bryant defending. McBride passes to Randall. Clock at 6. And it's Miami with the rebound. The Great One's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72-win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4-0.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for the Great One.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
We've got 28 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's McBride, defended by Bryant. Now the pass to Burks. Will it go? And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Alec very comfortable shooting from mid-range. That's a shot he can get with his driving ability.
Here's T, and the Heat, another 3.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, so I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.